Hello, everyone, and welcome back to War in the Pacific Admirals Edition. Um, at least my game, anyway. Friedrich's game as the Allies against TF 1377 Japanese. We are mid 43 here. That's June 13th, more specifically. And we do take a hit. Oh, we'll have to check. Probably just a glancing blow, hopefully. Okay, still got dud issues. I don't know when those end. I know duds never end, but okay, well, I'm sorry. I expected to fire the torpedoes. We missed, and then it would be over. But it looks like we attacked on the surface, so I totally botched that. But we should sink this. Yeah. So, oh, and we hit a sub chaser. Okay. I guess we're starting to get our share of ASW assets as well. All right, we're doing night bombing of Bangkok because why not, right? All right, 23 B-24s. We're trying to hit the heavy industry, I believe. All right, I'm gonna skip this. Yeah. Okay. No, I don't know if it shows city hits. Hmm. No hits. Heavy cloud. Nighttime with 89% moonlight. Okay. Well, we shoot down an Oscar for the trouble, I guess. Hopefully we don't lose any of our own aircraft, of course. The B-20, if we lose a B-24 to ops because of that raid, what a waste. Okay. Well, I was hoping our Dutch sub wouldn't fail us. And it looks like he's got fuel cargo burning. Wait a minute, is this not okay. I was gonna say is it not escorted, but it is. Alright, let's move forward. And we're below the depth charged depth. That's nice. That should sink for sure. Well, it still should, because of the heavy fires, but and fuel cargo burning and whatnot. Hmm. So he's got some aircraft hitting the airfield and some hitting ground targets. If he keeps bombing Nanyang, or whatever I'm not remembering the exact name. This base here, Nanchang, sorry, Nanchang. I might just stop my aircraft here and I want it all the way down here at Puchang, but I don't know. See if he hesitates to bomb Changsha now. Okay, so these are the troops that ran away from Wewak, and we're just trying to finish them off. We got some low level strafers. These bullfighters are coming in real low, um, beating them up pretty good. I'm surprised we have 21 disabled. What I mean is, seems like we pretty much wrecked them when we first came in, when we attacked them last turn. But I guess some of these troops weren't weren't disabled from the fighting, so we'll just have to keep doing this till you know. Oh wow, I didn't. Well, we are flying really low with these guys, so machine gun fire is probably going to take us out. And as long as these four key bases, are damaged sufficiently, we'll just bomb these ground troops here, keep them fatigued and disrupted. All right, we're hitting the airfield here, and these Mitchells can now reach because they're at Dilly. Okay. All right, so his flak is pretty good. We're at 15K, but that just isn't enough to avoid his flak. Um, yeah, that was a waste of a bombing run. All right, really getting into the meat of these troops here. I'm gonna have to start bombing from 20K. I know the accuracy is poorer, but or just stop altogether. I think we've yeah, you know, I'm gonna stop altogether. We've hit this as good as we're going to. I was trying to do one last raid to see if we could get some damaged planes, but you know, we'll pull the plug on that and just avoid it altogether. And we'll return to the strategy of just bypassing truck. When I say bypassing, I don't think we can do an invasion. He has 75,000 troops there, give or take. But also, I'm probably just gonna avoid bombing it even. Just let. There goes that tanker, I'm guessing. Wow. These 14 Marauders come in and really do damage. Now, this could be because these troops are just getting themselves wiped out, but that's pretty crazy. Um, all right. So think that might have been 2 duds, but anyway, that's unfortunate. All right, he's bombarding us, but our counter battery is doing a little something, not much. We're bombarding him here. This is the area we're also bombing. Yeah. We're gonna have to get our troops rested, get them pulled out of the disabled section, see if we can do another attack. But I'm going to keep bombing until then. We'll give it a few days. Yeah. Yeah, I got it. I've got troops slowly heading there. Ooh, some air units. All right, nice. Yeah, just as I suspected, we lost a lot of aircraft today. He lost 2 Oscars. It was not worth it. Um, we lost 2 B-24Ds. These these 3 were to flak. So we didn't lose anything in that night bombing. So that's good. But we lost these 3 aircraft over truck, and then we lost a bullfighter. So yeah, I'm still not. The bombing of truck was not worth it, but at least we didn't lose stuff over Bangkok. I was worried that that was going to be a waste. So that ended up being okay after all. All right, I just wanted to show you that real quick. We lost a bunch of crew because of losing aircraft over enemy territory. Well, anyway, some killed. I don't know. It could have been outright from crashing as well. Okay, so the tanker is not showing up here. That's unfortunate because that would be cool to see the points for that. But we did sink a 2-point sub chaser and this, halfway decent cargo ship. So we'll take those losses. And I'll just go over this real fast and see what we have as of late. All right, nothing here. We're just gonna move right along. All right, we're back, June 14, 1943, and I can't think of anything. Okay, well, this is, oh man, that would have been cool. Whatever. Okay, these guys, there's still some moonlight. These guys are not overly fatigued, so we're going again. See how we do. No hits. I actually don't expect these to be massive successes, but yeah. Not so I say massive successes. It looks like, oh, 1 refinery hit. Okay, I guess we're hitting the refinery. I thought we were hitting heavy industry, but and that's okay. Refinery's good also, but I'll probably change it to heavy industry. Well, we're whittling away his cap. And when does the high dud rate end? Um, I ask as I see almost daily duds hitting. Well, I think I canceled that bombing of Kandari, but it's okay that we're sweeping. Make sure that he's not doing anything nefarious. Hmm, okay. It's not great. Alright, so this is a pretty significant strike. Uh, hopefully we can eliminate these troops with bombing raids, because I'd hate to chase them around the island of New Guinea. Um, yeah, I canceled our bombing there at Kandari, um, but I neglected to cancel the sweep. But again, that's okay if he happened to cap that, then we could have some action. But anyway, as you can see, not a lot set up here for activity. Um, yeah, that's just keep him honest. If he wants to put up some Tojos or Oscars up there over Chiang Mai, I guess that's a prerogative. Hmm. Our aircraft can't get over there soon enough. All right, so I guess we just wrap up the day, see what's planned for ground fighting. Probably, I don't think I have any attacks, probably just some bombardments, and then we'll wrap up with reinforcements and so on. All right, so we're seeing his assault value drop, and maybe kind of want to build up my stuff a little bit more before I attack. I don't know if that's valid because I do want to get him while he's down, but maybe we'll have another day or two. How about maybe we'll bomb him one more day and then think about it. Hmm, another escort carrier. Nice. And I like those destroyers coming in. That's great. Hmm, number of subs. Wow. Nice day for reinforcements today. All right, we have some crashes. That's not ideal, obviously. Hmm. All right. Got a bunch of stuff finished refitting, upgrading. We got a group, I mean a squadron change. I don't know. Yeah, I guess that's a squadron. 820 to 848, okay. Have expansion here. Buka and Savai. Which Buka, which was like a very frontline base, is starting to feel a little bit of a rear base already. Crazy enough. Um, wow, look at all these repair completions. Likely they're all just refits and upgrades. Um, we have, okay, let's just kind of go down here. Okay, that's too far. So we have a torpedo group that torpedo squadron on the Anzio changing size. I don't like that. I don't know why that changed from 9 to 8, but or no, to 9 from 8. Okay, got it. Got it. I like that then. We got the Breton in Tacoma, and look at all these other ships, several, 3 subs, some escorts. So this is pretty good. I think it's a pretty good day. We got a lot of minesweepers and uh, let's see, bombing detachment 1. Okay, some other squadrons here. We got some Soviet stuff, although we won't be needing them for a while. So we had some ops losses, but 2 of the 4 were night flying. So that's pretty good. I thought it was going to be worse after seeing the 2 losses. After seeing the 2 losses there from crashes, I thought we were going to have like 8 maybe or 10, but it ended up being 4, and he lost 8 total. Let's see what probably all Oscars here on the air to air. Yep, and then a Talia and a Babs. Okay, what are you gonna do, right? The daily losses of the air transports. I have 30% resting. Should I do 40%? I don't know. I mean, maybe I will. Maybe that's what I should do. I'm going to go ahead and do that, bump it to 40. And then the Mohawks, I mean, a Mohawk and the Liberator too, those we noticed here. I'm going to bump everything to 40% because here's the thing. even if we're not getting in as many supplies in, it'll make these last longer and we won't lose so many um, and then run out, you know. Well, we need them to last a while. So we only lost one wounded pilot. That's good. Hopefully come back. Last turn, nothing shows here. We didn't even our subs were lackluster. Okay. And we're seeing nothing show up here recently. So, but here again, just a reminder, we're now at 100 points higher than Japanese score. These are huge numbers, 25,000. So we're gonna have to whittle his numbers down to really get a victory. But that's fine. We're still mid 43. We've got a ways to go. We're only just a little over a year and a half into the war. We've got 2 years before actually a little over 2 years before the historical end date. So I think we're still in decent shape, right? Um, Now, I don't have anything imminent going on here. We're still trying to consolidate here. I'm trying to get some engineers in here, but also pull this division out, the 7th Infantry. So, we're still loading. I don't know how long it's going to take. Um, but we are docked, although part of the problem probably is the damage to the base. But we have some engineers coming right now, and more right behind. We've got a lot of guys scheduling to come into here. We get this repaired, fixed up, and ready to go. But yeah, so I have nothing to talk about more for this area, except for that. Moving on west here or southwest, we've got consolidating similar to Kwajalein. We're consolidating at Kaffiang, and I'm uh, I'm I've got a timetable. Probably it'll be a week to 10 days. Sorry, 10 days to 2 weeks before we pull off Manus and Hollandia. But those are on the docket as well. Um, there's no sense in spending a lot of time to chat about it because it's not imminent. When it's more imminent, I'll talk about it. We are bombing these guys and doing a lot of significant damage. We do have troops coming into this hex, and so if we bomb them enough and beat them up, maybe we can evaporate them. But otherwise, we'll have to chase them down. We picked up our Marine Raiders, and we're going to Itape, and we're going to invade that hopefully tomorrow. Trying to figure out why this didn't just go already, but anyway. So we loaded, it's complete. Now we just have to go. And But if you saw the resolution for the 14th, we are bombing this to effect, and yeah, should be able to eliminate that and carry on. And it looks like we'll have a similar issue with Hollandia. However, I don't know that he's going to be able to retreat and run away, especially if we take Vanimo first, which my goal would be then now to start. Oh, we've reconned this enough to know that we can also take that. So we can hop to Itape and then land here. And this time we'll stay here and wait for for the inevitable invasion of Hollandia. He will have nowhere to retreat to. I think all this stuff is too far away, and then he'll have to surrender. As far as this area, the Dutch East Indies, I really want to build this up because I can get this airfield up to size 9, use it for my heavy bombers here, get a really sizable air force, and just try to smash things within range. recon out as much as I can, find out where he relocated his air power to, possibly Makassar. And then because I need to know, because if I'm going to invade Ambon or Kandari, I need to know where it's safe to approach from. And also, we've got some P-38s that we can use to cover. We've got carrier escort carriers to cover, and we'll have bombers to bomb. So I think we'll be okay here to work. All right, so up to Burma. Yeah. And so what I'm saying is that there's no short-term goals here except for continuing to build up Dealey. Unfortunately, I know that's slow and it feels like a slow burn, but there's a couple of things going on here. One is I'm going into the teeth of some defenses, and I don't know where he is, where his land-based air. I don't know where Kido Butai is, and so we just have to, we'll get there. Um, we're still we're still moving. Um, All right. It looked like he's flying over, I think, here to scout us out. But I think we're solid here. I do want to attack again with this group, but we're still trying to build up. The biggest problem is these damaged elements that we need to get back in play um, before we can. Uh, I'm gonna do this. For now, while we're still building up some of these pieces, I'll let it split up and we'll go from there. Um, yeah. Yeah, we don't. We'll just keep this way the way it is. We'll keep bombarding. Yeah, we need some more Indian infantry to come back here, stuff like that. Um, before I'm comfortable attacking it. Um, So we'll keep bombing this another day at least, but let me look at some of these bases and see if we need to go again, because I don't want to forget or neglect smashing these uh, areas to reduce them and their effectiveness, as well as damage their supply. But right now I'm focusing on the troops and letting the bombers no, I'm not letting the bombers do anything. We're wrecking them, using them very aggressively still. So, what am I looking at? Oh, yeah. We still get Liberator 2s very slowly, and we will upgrade in a couple of months to the Liberator B3. That'll be, I don't know how amazing they are. These have let's look at this real fast. 60 durability, 28 gun. That's probably the most important thing on these aircraft. 60 23, so it's less gun. What's our advantage then? Um, anyway, without whoops. Yeah, it's faster. Maybe that's what uh, maybe that's the advantage. I don't know. So his fighters can't keep up. I don't know. Anyway, um, yeah, the British 2117, 2419. I do like these for the range. It's pretty nice. Anyway, we'll keep the night action, but I'll probably, in fact, I might, I'll change that. But I'm gonna go for the heavy industry. We have done a little number on his refinery, I guess, which we don't see here because we're not flying over Bangkok, so we don't know the full extent of the damage we've done. Um, yeah, and then here in China, there's really nothing to talk about. I don't see a place I can exploit just yet. Um, so we consolidated here. That's fine. Um, I'm gonna turn on replacements for these guys. So, because I do want a solid wall here. If he decides to come up this road, I want him to run into some resistance. Plus, he's bombing, so I want to replace what's being damaged there. All right. Well, I mean, I guess that's probably it. I don't see any movement anywhere. That doesn't mean anything because the Chinese recon value is quite low, but but hopefully whatever he's doing. Oh, I will say we've got this guy. Hopefully he's not spotted now. He's on his way to Nanchang, and I'll just keep coming to Puchang. But we must have done some serious damage here at Changsha because he's not bombing us there anymore. So hopefully we can repair this. Our supply can get back. We can get back to where we're getting positive on the supply. I'm not trying to build anything up here. That's fine. I'm just hoping we can. Um, I'm just hoping we can get these supplies up without him bombing us there. I don't know how long it's going to take to repair this airfield service damage. Um, But I like that the runway damage is 0, so we could technically bring in some fighters now and fly cap directly over this base. That may be worth doing and force him to bring a bunch of aircraft to knock us out there. I don't know. It's something I'm going to think about. But anyway, I'm going to end it here. Thanks for joining me, and we'll jump right into June 15 next video, and hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Take care, everyone. Bye.